Locksmith work here. We have a couple of these rim cylinders. Check these things out. We need to key them alike. They got to go on a commercial building. Let's let me show you what we got going here right now. So first things first, we are pinning up so we have a working cylinder that we are pinning other cylinders up to. Here's the second one. So let's punch up a couple keys real quick. Let me turn off the AC here so we can hear. All right. So we're going to use the punch, the right-hand punch here. Let me grab a couple. Do not duplicate keys. This is a commercial storefront, so we do not. They don't want anybody to be able to copy any keys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we'll give them 10 keys. And let's first make sure that these are going to fit right in, which they do. All right, so we're going to slide this guy into the punch. And I'm going to move you guys right over here so you can see. Let's turn this around here. And you can watch this cool right-hand punch do its thing. So right here, we're going to line up this key first. We're going to slide it in, and let's start punching. So there we go. There's our first one. We're going to double check each one to make sure it works in the lock, which that one does not work here. Hang on a sec. Let's find out why. That one works. That one does not work. So that one's no good. Sometimes the punch is faster. Sometimes it's not faster. Oh, that could be why. Right there. I got it on the wrong side. I got it on the quick set side. Let's put this on the Schleg side. Duh. All right. That one was a bad one. So, there we go. All right, now let's see if it works. And that one doesn't work. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's only got 4 cuts. Let's find out why. All right. Got some little issues going on here. We'll get it figured out. 4. That should be 5. Let's see if this. Oh, I see 5 on it now. All right, so that's giving us issues. So we're going to go the opposite way. Let's do this. Let me turn this around here. Live scenarios right here. There's times that these things just give you an issue, you know. Sometimes you don't need to figure out why. You just need to adjust. So let's go ahead and do them this way here. Let's find out. We'll find out if my machine is off calibration, which it could be. Let's check it out. All right, there we go. That works perfect. So there's one good one. We need to give them 10. And let's see if maybe I can put you over here. I don't know. You know what I'm going to do? Give me a second here. I'm going to move you guys. Let's find our clamp. Give me a second here. Let me show you. Let's do this. We're going to do this. Let's give you a bird's eye view of what's going on here. I'm going to turn you around. Let me put you in my clamp. There we go. All right, there we go. Now, that seems to be a little bit better view of what's going on. There we go. So we're cutting this key here. And then let's do this. Let's move you a little more so you can see. Oh, you can't see the brush. All right, you can't see the brush. So anyway, we brush it, and instantly we're going to try. Whammo, that one works. So we got two good ones, and we're going to be cutting 10. So let's do that. Let's put in number 3. There we go. Lock that down. Where are you guys watching from? Right there in the comments. Let me know where you're watching from. All right. So each time we cut a key, we want to put it into the lock here and give it a twirl. That works perfect. So 3, got 4, 5, 6, 7. Let me get 3 more here. 8, 9, 10. Perfect. So here we go. Line up that key. Put in the new blank. Line it up. Let me move you out a tiny bit. There we go. Put the guide down so we don't chop it up. Here we go. Can you guys hear me okay? Are you guys able to hear me? Can you hear me? Right there in the comments if you're able to hear me. Well, hello, Elizabeth. Watching from Canada. Nice. Are you able to hear me, Elizabeth? Who's watching from Canada? Canadian PD. All right. Nice. Are you able to hear me? And this duplicator here is a right-hand duplicator. And we are doing a commercial building right here. A storefront. Let's check each key. Perfect. You can hear me nice. And you're from Canada. Nice, nice. Double tap on that screen. It's gonna let the algorithm know. It's gonna let YouTube know that that we're live here. And if you have any questions or anything, post them right there in the comment. And so I know the right pattern. So what I've done is I have this guy right here is already the working key for this one. So I'm just duplicating. I'm making new. I need to make 10 copies of that working key. So what I'm doing is right now I start with a blank key. See how there's no cuts on that, and see how it doesn't work at all. Here's the cut key. So I line this up. I then put the new key in here, and I make sure that it's lined up on that gauge right there. See, it stops. I make sure it's flat. And now I move this gauge out of the way so this wheel right here doesn't cut it. So I move that out of the way. And then this key right here rides on this gauge right here. Let me zoom in just a tiny bit, and you can kind of see what's happening. So see this mark right here, this gauge. This key up here is going to ride on that gauge. So check this out. So right there. So that's how we know what we're cutting. You can see right there that that key is guiding on it. And it's making a duplicate right here of the exact key. See that? And then I have to check it. So first things I do, since we're cutting, you can see it's got little burrs all over it. So I got a little wheel underneath here that you can't see, a little wire wheel. You can hear it work right there. I just run that in. It kind of brushes everything off. I then try that new key. Let's see in the lock if it works, which it does. It works perfect. Thanks for the question. And then I'll pin up a lock here in a minute. I've already pinned up one, and I got one left. So here we go. And the next one I have, actually, I have the master key. So that's going to be pretty cool here, too. So double tap on that screen. That's cool. Thanks, man. Appreciate you watching. I appreciate you watching. So I'm a new YouTuber here. I just started up. I got a little over 100 followers right now. I come over from TikTok. So over at TikTok, I have 57,000 followers. So I got a little bigger audience over there. But I come over here to the YouTube platform. Have you ever been curious about locksmithing or anything like this? Has this ever piqued your interest? And if you look at my name up there, see how it says Locksmith Blueprint. How are you, Scale? That's a cool name, Scale and Bones. Have you ever been interested in locksmithing or ever thought of trying anything like this? What do you find interesting about this? I'm curious. I love posting a lot of videos and a lot of lives and different stuff. Make sure you subscribe to me because I'm posting content all the time here. So again, I'm about a weekend. Definitely. Hey, you're a mechanic. Nice. Well, if you guys are interested in this, notice the name of my deal here is Locksmith Blueprint. So if you go to locksmithblueprint.com, I show you how to do all of this stuff. If you've ever thought about being a locksmith or doing your own thing, it's such a great profession. You're your own boss. What a great profession. Go check that out. Go visit locksmithblueprint.com if you're interested in learning how to do some of this. So let me check how many keys I got. I got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay, so I got 10 keys. So the keys that came with the lock are do not duplicates. So what we did, since this is a commercial building, see how these say do not, right here, do not duplicate. You can see that. We don't want the employees to go out and just start duplicating keys and giving them to whoever. So we make these do not duplicate keys. Let me turn you. Yeah, it's a great profession. Definitely go check out. Oh, there he is. Look at that. That's a face for radio right there, huh? Yeah, now you know why I point you the other direction. Now you know. Now it's coming clear to you why I point you the other direction. So let me put you over here real quick. Let me find out. And I'll show you. We've already pinned up 2 of the locks, and we have to actually master key. We have to actually master key this next lock. But let me get this in order first. Let me put my toys up. That way when I drive off, I don't forget things, and things start rolling around and rattling around back here. So here is a lock. Let me grab these 10 keys that we just made. I made a couple bad keys for whatever reason. My punch wasn't liking it, but let's check it out. Throw these into the who knows what happened pile. And then let's put these keys on the keychains. So they want 10 keys, so I'm going to put 5 and 5. And if you want to start doing keys and stuff, I'm telling you, it is a blast. And it's really good money. It's really good money. So if you've, no reason you can't do it. No reason you can't do it. There's 3. There's 4. Here's 5. So I put 5 on a keychain at a time. Double tap that screen, guys, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me see my next one. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so now we got 5 and 5. So we're going to have to let me make sure this guy works. Have we already pinned this one up? Yes, we have. And we try each key right here real quick. There's 2, there's 3, because we don't want an employee to get a key. We don't want to test 1. I subbed. Okay. Okay, yeah, nice. Your automotive channel. Okay. Thanks for subscribing, man. I appreciate that. Again, like I said, I'm brand new here. I've been here a little over a week, about almost 2 weeks now. I'm pumping out a bunch of content here. I'm coming, like I said, I don't know if you were here when I said I'm coming from TikTok. I got 57,000 followers over there on TikTok. I go by Locksmith Bill. Here you can see Locksmith Bill AZ, but Locksmith Blueprint is how you find me on here. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching what we got going on here. I'll keep posting. If you'll keep showing up, I'll keep posting. And I'll try not to make you look at this a whole bunch of time. I'll try and set you down here and look at some locks. Nobody wants to see this thing. Got a face for radio. But let's okay, so we got that tail cap on. So this right here is the tail piece, tail cap, tail piece. This is what goes through the whole door. Inside the door, there's a push, an exit device, a push. This goes through the door, and you can lock and unlock. I'm not even unlock. You retract the spring. So you retract the spring. All right, that one works. We got this one working here. All right, we know that one works there. We know this one works here. Okay, now this next one. So we have a third lock. We need the third lock to work on a separate, on 2 keys. It needs to work on this key that we have, but it needs to work on the Big Boss's key as well. So let's see what we got. Let's see where their keys are at. All right, so they have no key in that. So nothing. That one's not it. That one's not it. And this one is it. Okay, so this one works. Okay, so here we go. So we got a working key. These 2 don't. So we're going to go ahead and use a master key here too. Oh, right there. I keep this master key because we do a bunch of restaurants and stuff. And this is one of them that works that. So let's do this, put this over yonder. Okay, so first things first, we're going to open up. These are good. Key, tailpiece. So let me do that. Let me put the tailpiece in here. Let me put this in here. All right, so first things first, we're going to use this. Okay, sorry, my phone rang. I'm a locksmith. I'm actually in the field right now. I'm going to turn this around so you guys can kind of see what we got going on here, because we're going to master key this one. Have you guys ever thought about doing this before? What do you find interesting about this? So here we go. We're going to pull this open. We're going to take off that cap. Drop them pins. There we go. We're going to use the existing key. We're going to open this up. And these right here, my friends, are what we're changing. We're changing these pins right here. So this one's going to work with 2 keys. Okay, so let's find out what his key is. So this is the big boss's key. Let's find out. We're going to gauge this right now because I don't know off the top of my head what it is. So here's the schleg right here. So we're going to say 2, 2. So let's go with this here. So I don't want to blurt these numbers out, but we're going to put that in there. And this one, this one. Oh, I'm going to need one of those other keys. Let me see. Let me see which one the other one was here. So, because we're going to have, okay, here's the other working key. All right. Dunk, dunk, dunk. 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 Oh, okay, that one's wrong. So we'll put that one to a bigger one. So this, again, we're going to master key this real quick. We're going to master key this. So we need 2 totally separate keys working. So first, let's make sure that the big boss's key works because his works on multiple places. Okay, there we go. Just like that. Thank you guys for watching. Can you guys hear me? What do you guys think of this here? Let me know if you can hear me or not. So here's the boss's key. The boss's key works. Now we are going to use one of the new user key. See how the new user key, see how these pop up above right here? See that? These are too high, these are too low. So we're going to have to add, and typically I don't like to, that's going to be too, that's going to be too big. And let's put these little master pins. And what we're doing on the master pins, I make another video there that kind of explains these master pins. But these last two, so we're going to dump that guy out right there. And we're going to find out what that one was. So we're going to measure the old key. We're going to measure the old master key, which is right here. And we're going to find out what that was. And that was, okay. So this one's going to be a number. So here we're going to put the number 4, which will match that one. And then we're going to put another 2 on that one, which will match this one. Okay, let's check it out. And I can see that they're going to be a little bit tight right there. So typically I like to, I'm trying to use 2 existing keys, which is not always the best practice because, let's find out. All right, so this one, the boss's key works, but this might be the one that we're going to have a little trouble on, which it is. Let me move that. So this one might be the one we're going to have trouble on. So that being said, we might have to do something totally different here because I'm trying to use two existing keys. Let me pull that out a tiny bit. All right, let me see what we got going here. Give me a second here. We're working on it. Thank you guys for watching the video. If you guys are interested in anything like this or ever wondered how it works or why it works or so on and so forth, you can definitely check out locksmithblueprint.com. All right, so I don't like that it's doing that. All right, so we're going to have issues using the existing key. So, and the boss's key works, but nobody else's key works. So let's go ahead and gut this out real quick. Let's empty this out. So the boss works. The employee key, whoop. That's for the boss. Dump that. And then we'll get the last one here in a second. Right now we're just trying to figure out the best way for us. Whoa, don't want to dump those out. All right, so I'm going to put these pins back in here. And the boss needs to get in just one door, just the back door. So let me check the boss again. Boss works. User close. Okay. And then I'll pin up the, so there's one, there's two. Can you guys hear me at all? There's three, there's four. There's five. Let's try all these keys real quick. Here's six. Yeah, right here. Check that out. If you guys are interested in this type of stuff, learning how to do it, see how it's all done, right there, locksmithblueprint.com. Go give it a look. Okay, that one works. Let's make sure the boss works, which he does. Okay, perfect. And this is, it's an interior door, but to where the boss goes. So kind of, he needs access from the inside to this. So this one's not exterior. All right, so let's do that. Let's back that off just a tiny bit. Again, let's double check, make sure this guy works. Right there, which it does. Let's make sure, okay, so he doesn't work there, right? Because we're only giving him access to just that one interior door. And then this one. Okay, perfect. So we got all of those. So let's put these toys back. Let's put this stuff back, put our plug followers back, our tweezers back. So let me turn you guys around here real quick. Oh, there he is. Look at that, baby. A face made for radio. Yes, okay. So we got all of those. So let's make sure we have all of our parts and pieces for each lock. This one's going to go right here on the very, so let's do this one. Let's give it this stuff. Let's give it a cap. That one should be good. Oh, we're going to have to cut the tail pieces down. So we have, okay, so we're going to cut the tail pieces down. This one's already been cut down. This one is way too long, and this one's going to be way too long also. I didn't cut those down. We don't want to get out there and find out they're too long, which they're going to be. So, grab one of these, and we got to line it up, right? So here's what we're going to do. See how these are two different sizes right here. So we got to kind of eyeball it, and this has lines on it, grooves on it. So we're going to look at it here, and it looks like this we're going to cut. So that's what we're going to cut off of this one. And let's check the last one. Same. Again, I don't compare it to the one I just made, right? Because there might be a different height. I compare it to one that we already know works. And then now that we have those on there, we use these nasty, nasty monsters. And we put 120 pounds of love machine behind it. Stainless. Oh, okay. Whew. Those are strong. Oh, golly. I might need 130 pounds of love machine to fix this one. Okay, so we now have 3 of our locks. Here's our old 3. These were all IC cores. We have no control key, no nothing for these. So these would be fun to play with at the shop. We'll play with these at the shop. We could practice drilling cores and doing different stuff with these. These would be a lot of fun. You never throw things away like that. You always keep them and use them for training. You know, we can pick them. Those are Falcons, so I don't have a Falcon leashy, which, you know, I might have to get, but those are Falcon keyway. So let's do this. Let's put, and this one is our boss key. Nope, that one's not the boss. That one's the boss. All right, so we want to make sure that we don't screw that pooch up. So let's put this guy down in there. That way when we get out there to the doors, we have everything in order. appreciate you guys watching. Make sure to subscribe. I just came over here from TikTok. Don't hold that against me. And those of you who are from TikTok and came over to watch me, I appreciate you. I came from TikTok. I got 57,000 followers over, almost 58,000. I'm 200 away from 58,000 followers over there on TikTok. So really, really happy with what we've done over there. Got a lot of people that watch, but I'm starting this new platform, and I want people to come over here and hang out with me. And if you ever have comments, questions, anything, definitely feel free to write something in the comments there. I love to chat, as you can see, right? Okay, so we don't need these tail pieces, although we're not going to throw these tail pieces away, right? We can save these. I mean, but again, you can only save so many of them, you know. Let's do this. Let's do this. So here is the boss's key. Let's do that. That's going to be the very first one that we're going to put on. So, woo. So let's do that. Okay, I'm going to get everything together. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. If you guys, again, make sure to subscribe. I would be grateful. You guys subscribe. I go by Locksmith Bill AZ. If you're interested, curious about learning this stuff, you want to be a locksmith, you want to start your own business, what a cool trade. You are your own boss. But if you want to learn more about this, locksmithblueprint.com. Go check it out. And again, I'm out of here. Later. Appreciate you guys for watching this video. Thank you for the like right there. But give me a follow if you would, please. Subscribe. I'm going to be making more content. Go check out some videos. I got a lot of videos. I'm posting videos every single day. Let me know what you want to see in one of the videos. Something you're curious about. How do you rekey a thing? How do you take a doorknob out? How do you install a deadbolt? Whatever it is. There's things that you probably don't understand. Message me. Comment in the videos. I'll make a video just for you. All right, guys, I'm out of here. Thanks for hanging out. We'll see ya. Locksmith Blueprint.